This is the complete story of my run for the Pragmata Platinum Trophy, from the first boss to the final 100% trophy pop. Here's what it actually takes. The story starts off with Hugh and his team flying into a space station on the moon. Once they land, they notice that the grav sinks aren't working. We come across a station to spawn an AI-controlled robot, and Hugh shows us that he's a space racist.
It's like I always say, you can't trust a bot.
After a baby earthquake, try living in New Zealand, mate, we all fall down and are awoken by being fixed by the moon's most racist child.
There you are. All better.
Races flock together, or whatever the saying is. She helps us help the enemy so they take more damage, being shot in the face. She helps us through the station to get to the tram so that Hugh can get back to his ship, but that's not where he wants to take us. Actually taking us to the shelter, which gives us a trophy. Once we're here, we're shown a map of everything that's damaged and what we need to fix. And after talking to Diana, we get a trophy for exactly that. And we then head off to our first area, the solar power plant. While there, we find a new shotgun style weapon which is immediately put to good use, and next a stasis net which slows down enemies while inside it, really useful to get enemies' weak points. Next up, we pick up a trophy for shooting our first mini cabin, which are one of the type of collectibles in this game. Hugh grabs the data for printing out the other type of collectibles, which we give to Diana back at the shelter. We pick up a repair cartridge capacity upgrade in the next room, which gives us the ability to heal an extra time. We then pick up a decode ability for Diana, meaning if we go over this node while hacking, it will do extra damage, but at limited uses. After taking the elevator to the top of the tower, I realise this is a boss fight. We make big use of Diana's hacking and the stasis net to open its weak point so we can blast it before being taught about critical shots, which happen after you down an enemy so you can get big damage in. As soon as it gets up, it tries to fire missiles, but Diana breaks out her super move to neutralise them all. Back to hacking and shooting until another critical shot brings it down. Diana is very confused by a high five, and we pick up a level 1 shelter license key so we can get new stuff when we get back to the shelter. With the power restored, we get a power trip trophy and head back to the shelter. Once back, we're greeted by Cabin, a vendor who has a bingo system to get items. We unlock the bot data station to view info on the bots, and we give Diana the data we collected earlier so we can pop the For Me trophy. Almost towards the comms tower now, and we find ourselves a space cat, which leads us towards... Edith then blocks our path through to the comms tower and sets the robots I can only assume watch the ring a few too many times on us. After getting to the shopping district, we pick up a riot blaster, which is basically a pro pipe, and we find ourselves pure Lunum, which is another upgrade material. After bringing Diana the second REM, she brings us a drawing she did for us, which is beyond being adorable, also pops a trophy.
Is this supposed to be when we first boarded the tram?
Uh-huh. I drew it. It's for you.
Look at that. You wrote your name, too. Not half bad, kiddo.
Yay! Let's play!
We then hack a sweeper bot for an easy trophy. Then we pick up a data disk for Diana to chomp on, giving us the ability to melt some of the crystals. We recycle 3 enemies at once using the recycler for a easily missable trophy, and clear our first red zone for another. We head on through the city to find the boss guard in the tower we want to access. He's a hungry boy and jumps down on a robot to assert his dominance. 10 minutes of gunning it down later and he finally drops. When attempted to call home, we were ambushed by the cat again and asked to help. We haven't got much going on, so we agree.
Well, there's something going down. Let's go find out what.
We get a trophy for finishing this area on our way back to the shelter. Once we're back, we unlock the training simulations, which will be needed for a few trophies, and here's the first one for completing our first main objective. And using the cabin coin from that completion, we finish a bingo card for another trophy. We then upgrade a weapon with a pure lunum that we got from earlier for another trophy before heading to the new area. The next area is the Terradome, a big leafy shithole. Once here, 8 asks us to help get it free as a tree has decided to eat it. In order to free it, we need to shut down 2 regulators to first free the elevator. While on our way to our first regulator, we found a carbine which replaces our pistol. It's good for building heat on enemies, but doesn't do as good damage as the pistol. We shut down one of the regulators and head back to the shelter to complete more training sims. While there, we pop a trophy that would make Vegeta proud for over 6k damage in a single shot. While working towards the second regulator, we meet an old friend. We take him out and get an upgrade for our suit so we can hold 2 weapons in our left and right slots and shut down the second regulator. We free the elevator and meet 8 who's still trapped, but it still pops a trophy for us. We have a cute moment on the sea with Diana before being attacked by Mr. Krabs' deranged cousin. He really wants our money. Upon finally reaching the regulator to free 8, we're ambushed by this area's boss. Side note, this boss was absolute hell in Lunatic mode, which you'll see later, but as this playthrough is on standard, it goes down without too much issue. Drops us yet another upgrade for our shelter, a little bit of a theme going here, and it gives us access to shut down the regulator and free 8, but she's stuck behind a pane of glass, apparently too strong for her to get through. Aegis then tries to lock us in while 8 is transferring memories to Diana. We escape in a way that Indiana Jones would be proud of and pop the Entrusted Memory trophy for finishing the area. Before heading to the next area, I decided to see if I'm able to clear up some of the previous areas and pop a trophy for hiding in the wall. And after picking up the collectible in there, pop another trophy for getting the area to 100%. After bringing that collectible back, we pop another trophy for finishing the REM series.
We've collected the entire series.
Next up, we're heading to the Lunar Mines to try and reboot Aegis. Here we have some areas with no gravity to add a bit of spice to the combat, and there's also a big snake worm robot thing that likes to attack you when you walk over the sand. And head back to the shelter after unlocking more training sim missions and pop a trophy for performing a hack that does over 3000 damage. Back to the mission at hand, we find some goop on the floor that while watching this back, I really should have assumed would damage me, but the enemies are apparently just as intelligent as I am and get taken over by it. This actually makes the enemies tougher and hacking them more difficult as the purple squares slow our hacking down. I managed to get into a safe spot to hide from the worm snake thing, and after pumping it with shots for a while it runs off, popping this trophy for doing so.
That'll teach you not to mess with us.
Before taking on the bosses here, I pop back to get some upgrades and pop a trophy for playing hide and seek with Diana.
I was sure you wouldn't find me there.
Back on track, Aegis is here to stop us again and brings back someone we got rid of earlier, but with more tricks up its non-existent sleeves. We grab another shelter upgrade, and instead of being taken back to the shelter immediately, we wander through some group and attempt to stop Aegis before being confronted by 8. She shoots us with some dead filament before the floor collapses beneath us and the trophy pops are finishing the area. We take Diana to some sort of robot MRI machine, but it runs out of power, so we have to go on the hunt for a power source. We learn that Diana and 8 were created to help research Dr. Healen's daughter's disease, differing slightly in appearance because when they were made and how Daisy looked at the time. We finally pick up a reactor to power the machine. While it's fixing Diana, we get ambushed by a Gundam. This isn't as much of a boss as more of a run around and don't die until Diana can save the day.
I feel different. Something's changed. Deletion protocol initiated.
Q doesn't show Diana that he's also infected with a dead filament, and we pick up a trophy for fixing Diana and head on out of there. We have a little pep talk before heading to the final area to confront 8.
Do this?
I want to stop her, but I can't believe she's acting this way. We're both Pragmata, so there's got to be a way to get along, right?
Pragmata or not, doesn't mean she'll listen to what you've got to say.
I just don't want to hurt her.
We'll see what we can do.
Once here, we pick up a trophy for cleansing 3 enemies at once with Diana's new ability. and we discover that 8 has had control of Edith the entire time, and it was here that got the crew killed.
87% probability.
Then eliminate them.
Understood.
Willing that dead filament can't be cleansed by Diana, and really not looking good for Hugh at this point.
No. Once their cells get eaten away, they're gone for good.
While prepping for the end of the game, we pick up the trophies for print on every weapon, hacking node, and ability.
Triple bingo!
We finish the final training sim and get the trophy pop here. And after coming across what I thought would be 8's boss arena, we're greeted with our Gundam buddy. He's not happy that we slipped away before. After getting him firmly acquainted with a pistol, he pops along with a trophy. We finally reach where 8 is waiting for us, open the final hatch and pop the escape artist trophy. We take her on, but because this is the standard difficulty, she goes down pretty quickly. Believe me, you'll see a lot more of her later on Lunatic difficulty.
Being with you made me stronger. I am Diana!
But all is not done with, as whatever this thing is wants to chase us up the tower. I'm not 100% sure if this part is failable in honesty, but it makes you feel like an absolute badass while you play through, so who cares? We find a cargo transport and load Diana in, and then reveal to her that we're infected with dead filament and won't be coming with her. Honestly, that's as I've felt playing a game in a long time.
Sorry, Squirt.
No, I want to stay with you.
It's okay. You're gonna be okay. Go find this thing.
No, wait!
Have a safe journey, kiddo.
Diana finally made it to the beach, and the trophy pops for finishing the game.
I'm ready.
This unlocks both Lunatic difficulty and Unknown Signal. I decided to take on Unknown Signal first. This takes us back to before we fought A in some sort of alternate timeline situation. Cabin tells us is an unknown signal, so we decided to check it out. We meet Big Cabin. I prefer Chunga's cabin, but Big works too. We have 10 sims to complete here, unlocked by getting 100% in each area and refighting the more powerful versions of each of the bosses. The bosses aren't much more difficult because our weapons are very decently upgraded at this point. After finishing our first of the sims, we pop a trophy. And while grinding out the others, we also pop this random miscellaneous trophy for confusing this Captain America knockoff. Doing this blind, I actually didn't realise why this was popped. While hunting down the bosses again, I actually spend the time to find the last mini cabin, and here's a trophy pop for that. We finished our last sim, and Big Cabin gives us access to the room behind him. In here is a new weapon, which apparently wasn't needed for the previous trophy, a new outfit for both Hugh and Diana, and finally a mod, which when we equip, we have to beat the final boss for a secret ending and the trophy. After taking it down pretty easily, here's the secret ending and the trophy for beating Unknown Signal.
Welcome back. What's this? Traveling alone today?
Now for Lunatic difficulty. No New Game Plus, so it's a fresh save, but with a difference. We gain access to purchase most of the stuff from the beginning of the game. Enemies have more health, felt way more aggressive, hit harder, and make you look like a complete bitch. This is a learning curve, but honestly wasn't too bad for the most part, except for two bosses. This Scorpion, who made me reconsider the life of my controller, and 8, who was brutal but felt fair. Felt more like a Dark Souls boss than most of the rest of the game, and honestly felt so good to finally beat. After here, it's just the ending for the Lunatic trophy to pop, followed by the Platinum trophy. Honestly, I think other studios need to take notes from Capcom this year. They're on a streak of really good games. This trophy list was honestly fun from start to finish. If you're still here, leave a comment with any game you want to see a platinum for.